Morning in 8 minutes, getting you ready to get out the door.
Let's get to Heather for a look at how hot it will feel in that first alert forecast today.
Yeah, that steamy combo, guys. I know we were just talking about that. The spotty storms, we'll talk more about that planner today here in a moment, but this is what's going to impact everyone. It's going to feel like it's crossing over into the 90s for much of our area late morning to midday. So during that heat of the day, we're packing the extra water, we're using caution, because it actually can feel like 97 today in Knoxville. It can feel like 96 in Loudoun and Madisonville. So staying hydrated a must, limiting your time outside in the afternoons feels like 90 Crossville in the shade, along with Jamestown. This afternoon, 93 Robbins to 94 in La Follette and Barberville. A heat index around 94 in Maynardville and Pigeon Forge and 95 in Dandridge. So again, make sure you're using caution. We'll talk more about the timing on when some of those storms could pop up here in just a few minutes.
All right, Heather, thank you. We told you about an underground incident at Young Mine in Jefferson County.
This morning, we're learning one person has died. Officers say Nearstar reported the incident around 4:30 Saturday morning. Response teams say one employee was unaccounted for. In an update this morning, Nearstar said that employee died from injuries related to the incident. All others got out of the mine safely. Nearstar says the investigation is ongoing. A chaotic day came to a violent end at a Lexington, Kentucky church.
That's where police say they shot and killed a man they say went on a shooting rampage across the city yesterday. Police say this started when the suspect shot a Kentucky state trooper near Bluegrass Airport. He then made his way to Richmond Road Baptist Church, where police say he shot 4 people, killing 2 before being stopped by police. The victims have been identified as 72-year-old Beverly Gum and 32-year-old Christina Combs. 2 others were taken to the hospital. The trooper is in the hospital in stable condition this morning. In Central Texas, late Sunday, more rain and the threat of flash flooding forced crews to temporarily pause their search for victims from last week's deadly flooding.
Yeah, and while at least 132 deaths have now been confirmed, more than 160 people remain missing today. All across the state, green ribbons are tied to trees to honor the victims. Leaders right now are calling for close scrutiny of federal weather forecasting. At the local level, Texas state leaders say they'll put focus on pushing legislation forward that deals with flooding and resources, including an alert system during their upcoming special session.
As they still search for more that are missing and assess the damage, Texas is receiving help from East Tennessee. The folks at Mountain Strong Sanctuary are doing what they can to help flood survivors. They loaded up a trailer, took it down to Texas over the weekend. The group says they're still actively receiving donations and money that will go towards local efforts. We've got a full list of ways that you can donate if you live around East Tennessee, as well as specific items this group is looking for. You can find that inside the WVLT News App.
And if you would like to support the recovery efforts in Texas, our parent company, Gray Media, is partnering with the Salvation Army again, this time for Together for Texas. The campaign aims to help families and communities impacted by the floods. You can scan the QR code on your screen to donate or head to the As Seen On section of the WVLT News app. The Salvation Army is helping with meals, water, and emotional and spiritual support for those impacted. Well, President Trump says he might make a major announcement on Russia today.
He's hosting the NATO Secretary General. Trump says he's reached a deal to send weapons to Ukraine via NATO. This comes as a bipartisan group of lawmakers is pushing a related bill. It lets Trump levy a 500% tariff on imports from countries that buy Russian uranium, gas, and oil. Trump's latest rhetoric comes about 5 months after the Ukrainian president visited Washington. That's when a White House official says Trump told him to leave early after a tense Oval Office exchange. And this week, you can pick up some fresh tomatoes grown right here in East Tennessee.
Yeah, the annual Granger County Tomato Festival is back in action. It's happening Friday and Saturday in Rutledge. The festival named one of the top 10 free festivals in the country by Parade Magazine. Along with being able to snag fresh tomatoes from local farmers, there will be food vendors. You can also look forward to plenty of entertainment like the Tomato Wars and the Granger County Opry. The festival will take place at the Rutledge Elementary and Middle School campuses. It'll go from noon to 6 on Friday. Saturday, the festival runs from 9 to 6. So we have all the details inside your WVLT News app. And in less than 12 hours, the so-called best 6 days of summer in Anderson County will get underway.
That's right. We're talking about the Anderson County Fair. That fair has been running for almost 140 years. There's going to be food, drinks, rides, and more. The event is a nonprofit with every dollar from it going back to Anderson County. Those gates will open at 5 p.m. Children under 6 are free. General admission tickets are $10. And we do have a traffic alert for you in Sevierville this morning.
Coming up in just about an hour, the right lane of a main portion of Main Street will close. It's actually less than an hour. Actually, it's already started from 6 to 1 every day this week. It'll allow contractors to perform work on the Sevier County electric system expansion. Sevierville officials say to expect some significant delays and to watch out for workers in the area.
Definitely something to watch out for. With that, let's get a check of your first alert traffic. Taking a live look, I-75 at Merchant Drive. Not seeing any issues in this area just yet, but we are used to seeing that congestion pick up in those southbound lanes as folks are headed to work. 640 west of downtown, east and westbound lanes moving out there as they should be. And then I-40 east of downtown, east and westbound lanes also moving right now. So here's a look at the Knoxville area traffic. You see the green, see the movement. That's very good news. We can take a look further out so you can see where you're driving in from. Overall, the roads look good out there.
5 minutes to 7, and as we're just trying to get ready to get out the door this morning, we have a mix of sunshine, a few clouds, and some pockets of fog. Gorgeous view right now from Ober. For those of you who are not able to see that sunshine yet, don't worry, it'll burn off those pockets of fog. Temperatures hanging out upper 60s to low 70s for many. Valley to Plateau, though, notice that temperature difference. It's 64 Crossville to 71 Knoxville to 69 in Middlesboro. So it's warm and it is humid. And yes, we have those pockets of fog. Right now, visibility still dips around Oak Ridge, Anderson County, Loudoun County. Thicker fog over Madisonville and parts of McMinn. Light to moderate fog along the Plateau and at the Tennessee-Kentucky line, some varying views. So just a heads up there as you're getting out the door on otherwise a steamy day. That's what we all share. It'll be 83 at 11, high today 91 with isolated rain and storms. So in terms of where and when, just know this afternoon we'll have a couple storms dotted in our higher elevations. Stray rain and storms trying to develop on the Plateau to the valley. So most are staying dry to start the week. We're all staying hot and humid. That's where those highs persist in the low 90s, feeling hotter. So basically mentally pack on 5 degrees in terms of that heat and humidity this week. I'll be tracking out those better rain chances ahead coming up on the CW.
All right, Heather, thank you. And this morning on the CW, we are following concerns over a stretch of road in Morgan County. See you there.